Hey everybody, Aaron Dillon here, Managing Director of AG Dillon & Co. I got a pre-IPO company update for the week ending December 22, 2023. Let's get into it. Revolut, the European fintech challenger bank, is projected to surpass £1.5 billion in revenue for 2023, a 76% increase versus its 2022 revenue of £850 million. The company's growth is driven by rising interest rates in Europe and a rapid user expansion, now reaching 300,000 new users weekly and nearly 40 million globally. Despite challenges such as delays in acquiring a UK banking license and concerns over its financial reporting, Revolut has doubled its profit margins and diversified its revenue sources, notably reducing reliance on cryptocurrency trading. Revolut's current secondary market valuation stands at $14.9 billion, down 55% from its $33 billion primary round in July of 2021. The company, still awaiting a permanent CFO, recently appointed Francesca Carlesi as CEO of its UK division, which is trying to get that banking license. Figma abandoned its $20 billion acquisition of Figma due to regulatory challenges in Europe and the UK, paying Figma a $1 billion termination fee. Announced in September of 2022, this deal was seen as a strategic move by Adobe to strengthen its presence in web-based creative software, a domain where Figma has excelled. However, European regulators viewed the acquisition as a potentially stifling of competition, with the UK suggesting significant remedies, which Adobe rejected. So TBD on what this means for Figma going forward. Canva, a pre-IPO stock competitor, is currently trading at an implied valuation of $25.3 billion in the secondary market, down 37% since its last primary round in September of 2021. Figma's last primary round was in June of 2021 at a $10 billion valuation, so perhaps south of $10 billion now after this deal goes bust. And what's happening in the secondary. If true, this could be a far cry from the $20 billion valuation that Adobe was going to pay for Figma. Feel bad for those shareholders. ByteDance's revenue soared to over $110 billion in 2023, potentially surpassing Tencent and marking a significant milestone in the growth of TikTok's e-commerce business. Despite global economic challenges and intense scrutiny in key markets like the US and India, ByteDance's growth paralleled its 30% increase from 2022, where it earned over $80 billion. As a private company, ByteDance's financial details are not publicly audited, but its revenue scale positions it as one of China's largest corporations. EBITDA reportedly surged 79% to $25 billion in 2022. The company's expansion strategy includes transforming Daiwen into an all-in-one platform in China and blending videos with shopping on TikTok in international markets. Despite challenges in its gaming development business and competition in AI technology, ByteDance remains a leading startup with a current valuation of $268 billion based on current buyback that is yet to close. Artificial intelligence startup Anthropic is negotiating a funding round for $750 million, potentially valuing the company at $18.4 billion. This round, led by Menlo Ventures, follows significant investments from major tech players like Google and Amazon, with Google committing $2 billion and Amazon agreeing to invest up to $4 billion, both through convertible notes. Founded in 2021 by former OpenAI employees, Anthropic has developed the AI chatbot Claude, focusing on safety and responsibility in AI practices. The company, registered as a public benefit corporation, emphasizes minimizing AI-related harms. Anthropic has also forged substantial cloud agreements with Google and Amazon, leveraging their computing services for AI development. Stripe, a leading payment processing company, has successfully turned its fortunes around in 2023 after a challenging 2022. The company's net revenues increased by about 35% to approximately $1 billion in the third quarter, and it generated over $150 million in operating income in the same period, excluding stock-based compensation expenses. This marks a significant improvement from 2022, when Stripe reported a loss of about $75 million. The revenue growth and return to profitability follow a period of cost-cutting, including reducing spending on engineers and salespersons and laying off 14% of its staff. Additionally, Stripe raised $7 billion in capital earlier this year at a reduced valuation of buyback employee stock and covered tax charges. The company's leaner approach and new software offering, such as corporate card issuance and financial management software, have contributed to its revenue growth. Stripe, valued at $50.7 billion and founded in 2010, remains private. The company recently appointed Stephen Tomlinson, experienced in leading IPOs, as its new finance chief. Stephen was previously with Confluent. Flexport, a logistics startup, is setting ambitious targets for 2024 with plans to significantly boost revenue and reduce operating expenses amidst a challenging freight market. The company aims to increase its net revenue to $330 million, more than tripling its current annualized figure of under $100 million. Net revenue is the amount that customers pay Flexport for shipment arrangements minus the cost paid to other companies for transporting the goods. CEO Ryan Peterson is having returned to lead the company, is focusing on revitalizing sales teams to offset the impact of declining freight rates and have affected the industry. Additionally, Flexport plans to cut its operating expenses to below $500 in 2020, $500 million in 2024, which may require further cost reductions. The company's recent actions, including laying off 20% of its staff in October and acquiring technology assets from Convoy for about $16 million. Flexport's implied secondary market valuation is $2.1 billion, down 73% from its March 2022 $8 billion last primary round. Okay, big capital raises for the week ending December 15, 2023. It's all biotech this week. So 3 companies to highlight. TOMI Biosciences, a programmable genomic integration company, raised $118 million Series B at a $418 million valuation. It's a 113% increase from its $196 million valuation Series A in January 2022, 24 months ago. GV, Brunker, and Fujifilm Healthcare led. Menlo Ventures investments participated. Parse Biosciences, that's how I'm going to say it, a single-cell sequencing solutions company, raised a $50 million Series C at a $220 million valuation. That's an 88% increase from its $117 million valuation Series B in February of 2022, 23 months ago. Solus Capital led. And Synovation Therapeutics is a precision oncology company, raised a $70 million Series A at a $200 million valuation, 167% increase from its $75 million valuation seed in May of 2023, just 8 months ago. Okay, last up, we got pre-IPO stock performance as of December 11, 2023. This week's winners: SpaceX was up 6.26%, Neuralink was up 6.03%, Deal was up 5.34%, Andrew was up 3.38%, and Klarna was up 2.17%. Big losers for the week: Anthropic was down 8.88%, Discord's down 8.65%, Epic Games down 8.08%, Notion's down 2.32%, and Hugging Face, the AI shop, great name, 2.21% down this week. Top valuations: ByteDance, $195 billion. They're doing that big buyback. It's at $268. That thing's going to be up big if that thing closes properly. SpaceX is at $168. They're also doing a tender offer right now at $180 billion. Once that closes, we'll update that. And OpenAI is at $71 billion. Their tender is also closing at $86 billion in early January. So we'll get that updated too once that closes. Stripe's at $51 billion. Databricks at $48 billion. Those lead the current valuations. You can see more valuation and performance data for pre-IPO stocks at agdillon.com. Just look up in the header there in the menu. You can't miss it. Okay, that's it for me this week. If you have any pre-IPO stock research needs, please reach out. Thanks, and see you guys next week.